Let's talk about generating your own power. So I've got a Bruce & Walker 6'7", 13-foot power light, and this thing is an absolute cannon. But it's more than a 6'7", to be honest. It'll handle some heavy lines. But I've got like a fairly light line on this thing. It's Belly from Next Cast Fall Favorite for, what is it, maybe a 45. So I got a Belly on here, and then I got a
10 feet of T14 for a sink tip.
It's a little light though for this rod. So in that case, I'm going to try to generate my own power by using water tension. So I'm gonna probably find myself maybe peeling a little lower and a little faster, but just a little. You don't gotta get crazy, okay? I'm gonna keep my hands reasonably close together, and then I'm gonna set my anchor, and I'm gonna peel pretty fast and flat and low, because that will help you have a loaded rod when you go into the forward cast. The main thing you wanna do though is you wanna keep your hands in close, and you wanna keep everything right in here, so you truly are like the stem of a martini glass, and your rod's just gonna be starting from here. It's gonna draw that martini glass, and then when you like come around and draw it, okay, look at my hand's not gonna rise, okay, and then when I get here, I'm gonna go around the horn, okay. So I sweep and then keep it going and go around the horn and cast. So, like that, okay? That's cast gonna be like that. I'm not gonna sweep around and then come up and blow my anchor. I'm gonna keep it compact, like that. Just really keep that out. Okay, something like that. Okay, so, and I'm gonna accelerate into it just a little bit. Get that tempo going. So these are nice, powerful loops. I'm keeping my hands together. I'm really trying to keep them close so I can force the rod to bend more. If your hands are down here, you've got a longer rod to bend basically. So you can bend the rod without, if your hands are up here, it does give you more strength, but if you keep your hands close, you can do it either way, but I like to keep my hands close together and really bend this whole rod. Okay, keep it tight, compact, generate my own energy by peeling really good, coming around the horn really smooth. You don't want to rush, but you don't want to dilly-dally, okay? It's tempo, it's cadence.
It's rhythm.
And then for the forward cast, I'm really going to concentrate on keeping my hands together and keeping you got to use both hands, okay? You got to use both hands. If you just use your bottom hand, see, you can't, nothing happens. You gotta use that top hand.
Just make sure to stop your top hand with a crook in your arm. Don't fully extend it on a short head.
So, snake poke. So, snake poke. Okay, I'm in 6 inches of water. Okay. So,
I try to keep my top hand below the top of my shoulder.
nice loop. So, I find myself when I'm really trying to trying to hold this rod together and low. I find myself even pulling like this with my fingers. I just I like to get way low on this rod and really make it bend, because it doesn't want to bend with this light of line on it, so I have to create my own power. Blew the anchor. I'm in shallow water, so I'm going to put my anchor way out there. There. So why the peel, the water load, all that stuff is important. Remember that now Scandinavian casters just use touch and go casts. So this, you could do Scandinavian with this, and you just keep everything up. See, that made a beautiful cast. Beautiful cast, just by doing a touch and go with a light anchor. So if you don't want to excite the water and stir it up, you can just use a little underhand cast like that and just have a light anchor. And this big old heavy Skagit head, it'll cast it just, well, this isn't a big heavy Skagit head, it's a Winter Authority, but it'll make a tight loop with minimal effort. So there's all kinds of ways to skin a cat. If it's sunk too low, I can give it a double scoop. As long as you have a light anchor, reasonably formed D-loop, you can make a decent cast. So there I didn't use a lot of, see, don't psych yourself out. Get that light anchor. It's amazing what you can do, even with a Skagit cast. If you're not doing it full tilt Edward, which I prefer, you can still, providing you don't have a huge weed on it, you can still see, I lifted real high to help get that sink tip out of the water, and then I cast. So